What's going on, guys? JSGC Football here, and we are here for another video. Today we're going to be doing our League One predictions for the 2024-2025 season. So before we do put out our controversial picks, which I'm sure will cause quite a stir in the comments, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do leave a thumbs up, do subscribe to the channel. Social media links, they're in the description. Without further ado, introducing MixedSid once more to the video. Hello, Aaron. How are you?
Hello. I'm all right, Jay. How are you today?
I am feeling good, my friend. I am feeling good. So we're going to put up our predictions for League One. So relying on Aaron, can you confirm that you can see the screen?
I can confirm.
Perfect. Right. I'm going to crack on and I'm going to give my predictions first and foremost. So as you can see, firstly, managed to get 1 to 24 correct. It's been a struggle back in the National League video for me, but managed to get it sorted for League One and League Two. So we're on a roll.
We're getting better.
So I go in relegated spots. So Bolton, Mansfield, Cambridge United in 23rd, Exeter City in 22nd, and Crawley Town in 21st. And I'm going to tell you, I chopped and changed this League One table 3 times. I really struggled with this prediction on where I wanted to put teams. Lincoln, Shrewsbury, I had them higher up and I brought them down. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even think now that I'm happy with my league table, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm so torn on doing these predictions. I think you can see from our predictions that some of them are very different for our predictions. It's one of the more unpredictable League One seasons. So I put them 4 out there to be relegated. Apologies to the fans of them 4 clubs. Going Shrewsbury 20th, Lincoln 19th, Bristol Rovers in 18th, Northampton in 17th, Leyton Orient in 16th, Burton Albion in 15th, Wycombe Wanderers. I wanted to put them higher. I really did. I can see them being a near playoff team, but there's some really good quality teams in there. So I was thinking about bringing Stevenage and Reading down and maybe putting them in the top half, but I went with 14th, Stevenage 13th, Reading making the top half. I'm not happy with Reading. I don't know if they cost me a lot of money. They cost me over £1,000 last season. If you watch my videos, I correctly predicted the champions of the National League, League Two, the Championship, and the Premier League. I had a bet on for all the teams that I had in first place that returned over £1,000 from a £1 bet. The only team that didn't come in was Reading. Aaron laughed at me last year for putting Reading as champions, but I went on the knowledge that they came down and didn't look amazing, but didn't look completely awful in the Championship, and then they went for a crisis. And anyway, apologies Reading, but I dislike you for that reason. It cost me £1,000.
Paul Reading.
Could have been more football vlogs. £1,000. I'm not forgiving. 11th.
Say that, I don't forgive him now.
Peterborough in 10th. Stockport County, dark horses for me. Gone for them in 9th place. Could sneak a playoff spot if I'm being honest. Wrexham, again, dark horse. I just don't think Wrexham and Stockport are quite of the quality of all them teams above them, in my opinion. So I've gone with 8th and 9th for them. Huddersfield,
I'll expand on that.
Just miss out. And I think it comes down to the final game of the season, maybe even with Wrexham and Stockport. Blackpool sneak the playoffs, don't win the playoffs. I'm going with Barnsley, Rotherham, and Wigan in that order. Barnsley 5th, Rotherham in 4th, Wigan in 3rd. I think Rotherham will win the playoffs. And I'm going with Bolton Wanderers in 2nd place. I think they'll go one better than the playoff final defeat to Oxford and get promoted. And I'm going with Birmingham City because the amount of money that they've spent, anything other than 1st place, isn't a good season. I know 2nd place is then promoted, or them getting promoted through the playoffs is, you know, it's their ambition and achieve to be promoted. But for the money that they have spent, the players that they've got, it should be winning that league at a landslide.
I totally agree, because I can't disagree with anything you said about Birmingham. They should be running away champions there.
Yeah. Go on, Aaron.
So with no further ado, this is my prediction now. So I will talk you through mine. So for the relegation spots, I've gone for Shrewsbury to finish in bottom, Crawley, Exeter, and Cambridge. I think Cambridge will go through the trapdoor this time after survival last season, but Exeter and Crawley, I don't think they're strong enough.
We're
And
not
Shrewsbury, I think they're in for a season of pain. What's that, Jay?
I said we're not miles apart there. It's just Mansfield.
It's just Mansfield and Shrewsbury, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just surviving. I've gone for Northampton Town. I think it goes to a very, very last game. Again with Burton Albion and Mansfield Town as well. I think they've got just about enough to stay in the division. So my controversial pick is probably Stockport County 17th. I'm going for a season of consolidation, but I just don't quite know how they're going to do. I don't know. It could be a season like playoffs. It could be top half, but I'm going for a mid-table 17th. I think they'll be comfortable, but we'll see how they do in a new division. So 16th, Leyton, or I think they'll be comfortable. Stevenage, like I said, I've been dealing with my league table for quite a while. I did 2 changes on it because I didn't know where to put Stevenage. Like I said, because they're strong enough to mount another playoff challenge.
It's that middle pack, isn't it? It's that Charlton's, Reading, Stevenage, Wycombe. What do you do?
Anyone could do it. Like with Stockport, they could do it. Leyton, Orient, there's a strong division. Like that, Wycombe 13th, Reading 14th, they're more than capable. Bristol Rovers, they've got a solid team. And then Wrexham, I did have him lower, but they made some very good signings in the last few days. As I like their additions, and they're getting stronger and stronger and stronger. But I don't think they've got quite enough to make a playoff push. I think they'll challenge it, but I don't think they've got enough to creep into it this year. So I think it's one of those. They'll do well, and then they could maybe get promotion the year after like that.
Not a dream documentary then.
No, I think it'll be a season of consolidation. Like I said, it'll be a very strong campaign, but not enough.
Have you watched the documentary?
Yeah, I've watched season 3 as well.
Have you watched the new series with them? I'm fairly sure they mentioned that they're one of, I think, 5 or 6 teams that have ever done back-to-back promotions, and they're competing to do back-to-back-to-back, which I don't think's ever been done. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I can't recall teams doing back-to-back-to-back.
I don't think Wigan did it.
Championship,
Wigan didn't do it.
To Premier League.
So I know teams do it from League 2, League 1 to Championship, and that's where they falter a little bit. I'd have to look back in the 90s to see whether Fulham did it. I don't think they did, but I'll have to check it up.
It's rare. It's very, very rare. That would be an accomplishment and a half for them. I know everyone's going to point towards Hollywood money, but even with Hollywood money, to do back-to-back-to-back is bloody impressive.
It is, because they're going up against some very big hitters in League 1. This is where the challenge of Hollywood money now matching the big teams like Birmingham, you got your Bolton, Peterborough, Wigan, Huddersfield. Yeah. Like I said, you got Blackpools and Barnsley, Charlton, big hitters here to go against.
You're not talking minnows, you're talking former Premier League teams here.
Teams with money here, you're talking as well.
Teams that
good
have
fan base,
in Europe before, Anyway, I interrupted you. Sorry, Aaron.
I don't mind. It's Blackpool, so it's a press North End. I should put them as bottom, but I think they'll be all right. I'm not impressed with their squad. I think it's a downgrade at the minute, and I think they'll get worse from last season, 10th. I think they're going to do all right again, 9th, but I don't think it'll be a playoff push. And then Charlton, I like their squad. It could be a season of playoffs. I think they're getting better, and I think it'll be a season of a top-half finish, maybe sneaking in that playoffs. So 7th, I've gone for Barnsley just to miss out. And then a new one to break into it, Wigan Athletic, like you, I think will do well this season. And 5th, Peterborough. I think Bolton will decline a little bit this season. I think they'll have a little bit of a playoff hangover. I'm not impressed with their signings so far. They need another 2 additions to be an automatic contender, and I want to see them build on it. Like I said, they've lost Mac Home, and they need to replace these loanees, see what they can bring to the table. Huddersfield, I like their squad. It's very, very strong. And then Rotherham, they've recruited very well as well. They've got a very good manager in Steve Evans. He knows what he does. He knows what it takes to get out of this division. And then Birmingham is Birmingham. They've got the big budget. They've spent millions and millions. And anything less than the League One title is a massive disappointment for Birmingham City. But for the playoffs, I will go for Huddersfield Town to win it. And that is my playoff winner. I think all 3 come back up.
Okay. Fair enough, yeah. 3 that have gone down come back up again. I mean, to be fair, I've got 2 out of the 3, and I've gone for the team that missed out in the playoff final last year to be the other. So, none of them are a mile away, are they?
No. I just think they look weaker on paper, Bolton, from last season. That's looking at their squad.
What an interesting league. I think that's probably the most interesting league that we've had.
Very competitive.
Very interesting. I'm looking forward to League One, seeing how that turns out. I remember making that same comment about League Two and the amount of big, good teams you had in League Two last season. You've seen some of these now be promoted, and it's made League One very exciting. There's 9 or 10 teams here that are very good. That there's going to be some disappointment in there. There's also going to be it's going to need consistency. That's going to be absolutely key, I think, for these teams to turn outside of playoffs into playoff pushes and playoff pushes into automatic for these teams. So looking forward to League One, I think.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an interesting campaign to see how that unfolds as well. Like I said, I think anywhere from 17th, maybe 16th onwards, much of a muchness.
Cool. Right, there we go. That has been our League One prediction. We'll be back again tomorrow for our championship predictions. I'm sure Aaron will be looking forward to that and digesting the Preston North End season and everybody else's as well. So we will see you for that. So we've been JSGC Football. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our social media links in the description. Do subscribe if you're new around here and do leave a thumbs up on the video. And most importantly, do let us know your predictions for League One's final end of season table for the 2024-2025 season, and we'll see you for our championship predictions tomorrow. Do go check out our League 2 and National League predictions, which are already out on the channel as well, and we'll see you for the championship tomorrow. So we've been JSGC Football. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Ciao for now.